Elaine here, countryhomeandheart.net is my website, and welcome to my kitchen. And today we're going to do Time Tassies. Now this is a great dish for the holidays, and especially with Thanksgiving right on us. People just love this these little tarts. And so let me just turn you down here and show you what you're going to need. Now for the crust, you're going to need 1 cup of all-purpose flour. You're going to need 1 stick of butter that's been softened. You're going to need 3 ounces of cream cheese that's also been softened. They're both at room temperature. And then for the crust, you are going to need 1 egg, and that egg will be at room temperature. You're going to need 3/4 a cup of packed brown sugar. You're going to need 2/3 a cup of finely chopped pecans. You're going to need just a dash of salt and 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Let me move some of the stuff aside and move my mixer over so you can see. I'll bring you up a little closer. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to start out putting my cream cheese and my butter in the mixer. Just like so. And let's just get that mixed together. Now my mother-in-law used to make these a lot. In fact, she introduced me to these way back, I think in the early 80s, when I noticed she started making them. And they've always been really, really good. Okay, now I'm going to turn you off till I get this mixed up really good, and then I will be back to show you what else I'm going to do. Okay, I'm back, and this is mixed good, and so now what I'm going to do is just kind of gradually add the flour. That should do it. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my mixer off. I'm going to kind of use my hands to scrape this because the rest of this I am going to use my hands to mix this into a soft dough. So we're just going to get that mixed in. Okay, and you can see it does not take very long to get this mixed because it is already forming the dough. Okay, and that looks great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is rinse my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm going to get a piece of plastic wrap. Okay, let's push this mixer out of the way. Alright. Okay, just put my plastic wrap down. And I'm going to put this dough on my plastic wrap. So I'm going to make sure I get all of this. Okay, and I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to put this in my refrigerator. Okay, and I'm going to refrigerate this dough for 1 hour, and when I get the dough chilled, we will be back. Okay, I'm back, and my dough has been chilling in the refrigerator for about 1 hour, and I'm going to turn you down so you can see Okay, now what we've done is I have taken the dough and put it in little balls, and I'm just mashing it out to fill the muffin tins. This is a little mini muffin tins, and I'm just filling those up, spreading these out to fill my little cups up, and then we are going to make the filling. Now I have my oven preheating to 375 degrees. And when we get these filled, get the filling done and get these filled, we're going to bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until they're golden and the filling has puffed up. All right. Let me fix that one there. I don't want to have a hole in the bottom. So that's all I'm doing, is just shaping that dough around to fill my little muffin tins. Okay, and there we have it. So you just shape the dough into about 1-inch balls, and then just put them in there and let them and mash them out so you can fill your tins. Okay, so let me turn this. Whoops, wrong way. Don't like those close-ups. Okay. So, all right, well, we're going to go ahead and get started on that filling. So let me just set these aside. Okay, and I'm going to bring my mixing bowl back over. Okay, and let me turn you down so you can see what's going on with the mixing bowl. There you go. Okay. All right, so in there, what I'm going to do is I am going to mix the egg, the brown sugar, and our 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Let me get that in there. And there's a teaspoon right there. Oops, that's okay, a little more never hurt. Okay, and then just a dash of salt. And we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Let me get the butter. And that's about a tablespoon right there. So I'm going to drop that in. All right. Okay, we're just going to mix that together. Not jarring you too bad. Had to turn it up just a little bit. Alright, there we go. That's just about right. Okay, now I'm going to take this off and move this to the sink. Okay, now we want to add about 1/3 of the pecans, so let me get these pecans added, about that much. Okay, and we're just going to stir that together. There we are. Alright, move this aside. Okay, I'm just going to take a regular spoon. Take this off so I can reach it easier. And we're going to spoon this into the little pastries here. So, here we go. Now these freeze very well. What you can do is just layer them in the bottom of a plastic container and then put wax paper in between the layers And you can make a lot of these ahead of time and freeze them, to give as gifts or whatever you like, whatever you like. If you have a holiday buffet table or something and you want to put them out for that, that would work just fine. Okay. All right. And my oven just came up to temperature. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to finish filling these little muffin tins up and filling my pastries up, and I will be back with you after I have got these out of the oven. Again, when I fill these up, I'm going to put these in the oven and bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll be back when they're done. Well, these weren't quite ready to go into the oven because I forgot a step. We have these remaining nuts in the cup here, and they need to go on top. So we've got our cups filled pretty much, and what I'm going to do now is just sprinkle a few of these nuts on the top. And these are just pecans that I ground up very kind of fine for this. I don't know if I said that in the beginning of the video or not. If I didn't, I apologize. Okay, so we're just going to sprinkle all these right on top before we put them in the oven. So let's take a minute to get these ready to go. And in the comments below, or not the comments, in the description below, I'm going to be listing the ingredients. And also, if you have a favorite holiday dinner that you and your family like, please feel free to put it in the comments. I would love to know what kind of traditions you have with your families. Yeah, that would be very nice. Okay, we'll take a couple of those there. Stick that one over there. All right, there we go. Okay, these are ready to go to the oven. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. And so I'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes or when these get done. Okay, my pecan tassies are out of the oven. And I'm going to show you what they look like. I put them on a plate and fix them up here. Move this over a little closer so you can see. Whoops, went too far. There we go. Okay, so there's the pecan. Actually, they're called Time Tassies. And you can see they came out really good. They baked in my oven for about 15 minutes, then they cool on the rack. You take they cool in the pan for 2 minutes, then you take them out and let them cool in the rack till they get cool, and then you can put them on a plate like I did here. But there they are. And so I thank you for watching today, and I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And let me know in the comments if you have any Thanksgiving traditions or anything that you'd like to share, or kind of special recipes that you do on Thanksgiving and throughout the holidays. That would be, I'd love to be able to see those. If you find my videos helpful and you enjoy watching them, I would like to invite you to like and subscribe, and also to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. And I just wanted to tell you all too, thank you for the comments that you've been leaving. I do enjoy reading those comments, and I try to respond to every one of them. Again, y'all have a wonderful holiday, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.